Old soul stories in rust and gold. Every piece got a tale untold. Oh, it's a wild ride, come and see. Auction nights and history with Steph in charge. It's all good vibes, a little surprise in every find. Where the past and future shine. Dig a little deeper, stand up strong. This is a place where you belong. Out in the woods or live online. Steph's got the magic, it's auction time. From old school vinyls to vintage clothing and home goods, it's all about the memories. Dragonflies dance as the sunflowers sway, sprinkling gold in the Kansas way. Rolling treetops hum with the breeze, through the Flint Hills wild and free. Through storms and dust we rise again, built on heart, built on wind. Stronger than the trials we've seen, we stand with hope, we chase our dreams. Mr. Stephanie behind his shades, fedora low, but the plans are made. Silent moves, but sharp and wise, got that hustle in his eyes. Red clay roads beneath my feet, dusty trails where past and future meet. Through the hills where the tall grass waves, every turn holds a story saved. Of a place where hearts ignite. Join the tribe, find your spark. The future's looking bright tonight. Dragonflies sprinkling sunflowers with the Kansas winds.
Hey y'all, welcome in. Welcome in. We're gonna roll a little different today. Welcome in. I am not 100%. My body is still recovering from the food poisoning, and yeah, it's been a hot minute since I had food poisoning, so I might have forgot. I'm gonna go up in chat, but I see all of you right now. Yes, Nugget. Hey, my hashtag today was chicken nugget, just FYI. You have to watch the whole intro or the hashtag video to understand which hashtag, because there's two. That's on Scooter Renee LLC's, just FYI. She does that daily, y'all. Alright, I'm gonna go up in chat. So first in chat, and I don't have all my stuff. Surprise, surprise, right? We're just gonna roll with it. I just need to look and see. I spent my day trying to troubleshoot a thermal printer that doesn't want to cooperate. Go figure. Technology's fun until it's not. So let me get a couple of these strips done. That I do have numbers down there up there. Those are going to be for channel stickers today, y'all. Channel stickers only require an envelope and a stamp to mail out. So I think that's the way we're going to go for a while. Sunflower bucks are going to be revamped in a new way because it's not working out the way that it should. So we're going to have a little bit of housekeeping. that we need to get out of the way. So just FYI, if y'all build a box with me, if you're new to me and you think you might want to purchase, you might stick around for a couple minutes because we've got to have that talk. My business has been in the red for going on 2 weeks because of build-a-boxes, and we've just got to get back on track. So, yeah. So we got to talk some business. Let me get Jessica's name down here because I don't want to forget it. So Jessica's first in chat. I got something right with somewhere here. Let's see it. Jessica. This pin don't like me, but hey. First in chat. How's it already the 13th of May? Like, we're already talking about June. It's cray-cray, y'all. So, Jessica just got entered for first in chat for May's drawing, which will happen hopefully the first week of June, y'all. Let's see, which one's... And I'm sure she shared this out. If you're first in chat, and that has to happen in about 90 minutes to current in chat from when we go live for that to count, because I know not everyone can be here, right as we start. So, all right. Now, she shared this out too. Oh, Mr. Steph is modding, but at half staff today. Yeah, I said half staff, right? Because he's working on the bereavement food, also known as grief groceries, grief meals, that we are taking to South Central Kansas in the morning. So Jessica shared out. So there's multiple ways to enter our monthly giveaways. When we go live, if you're first in chat, you get an entry that way. If you share us out while we're live, you get an entry that way as well. And then if you comment on any videos in the month of May, there's a drawing for that as well. And I planned on doing that drawing today. But I hadn't even got into that yet. So hopefully it'll be a tomorrow thing. I don't like prolonging, but yeah, I am but one person. Alright. You have to excuse me, I'm not necessarily presentable, but my clothes are clean, so hey, we got that going for us. Alright, so, that's the next thing. Mr. Steph, his notebook, he trusted it with me today.
So they're trying to find a new nickname for me.
Alright, you gotta turn that down.
Yeah, shit, sorry.
Dude, you can't say that. I'm live. They can
shoot?
hear you. That's not what it sounded like to me.
So they're trying to find me a new nickname.
Who is trying to?
Selena and Robin.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Selena says, Mr. Stephanie, you need a nickname too. I'm calling you Mac for mac and cheese. So Robin puts in, Selena, yes, Mac Daddy.
I needed that today.
I did too, trust me.
All right, so we're going to start with the giveaway. So if you haven't dropped a number and you would like to be entered in today's drawings, it's going to be for channel stickers. No, I don't have them out here, y'all, because they're still over in the other sales area. I am but one person. And yes, I know it's been 8 weeks or so since we moved. Well, not quite 8 weeks. We moved office spaces. We still haven't got it all done. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes, so all right. Jessica's in at 88. Jessica Dumpster Girl. So you'll see, like, once in a while, you'll see where I do Jessica's, right, Jessica and then DG, because we've got more than one Jessica usually in chat. Not every chat, but sometimes it happens. So this just, all right. Welcome in, Jessica. We're only going to be probably live selling for maybe an hour, y'all. Once we get started, we are going to start off with books. I might drop off with some books and do some clothing. And what do you know? We got more books. So, past that, I do have DVDs. It's a whole bin full of them, and it's stuff that we sourced at that fundraising event. So, okay, Kraken Mary, welcome in, and she's got number 77. Ashley Reed, welcome in. She's got 89. And then there's our Selena. Y'all, if you're not connected with each other, you should be. A great majority, I think, that's active in our chat, you'll find in the featured section. I do have to revamp it. I still haven't got to it. Let's see. You love the music. I've got so many compliments lately for the music. I do have one I'm going to play here in a minute. That is my new one, not for an intro or an outro, but for those who know me either in real life, meaning off the screen, or, you know, you've been around for a minute, you know, the last 9 weeks, Mr. Steph and I have been dealing with a lot of family stuff behind the scenes. And so I released that song. It took me probably 6 weeks to feel right about doing it, as far as, hey, that's the flow. Kathy, welcome in. She's at 124, sorry. I don't know why I was fixing to say 125, other than, hey, that's the last number, right? Let's see. So Mr. Stephanie, oh yeah, so he put it in. I see it down below. Kathy, right before I came live, I went on to the tube really quick because I needed to look for something, and I seen it. She did, y'all. The one that she has posted, I'd say in the last hour, I'm pretty sure it was posted then, is Pillsbury Crossing. That's out north of Manhattan, and it is an old Pioneers crossing. I've got some footage. I don't think we've shared most of it here, but it's in the works. You've been sick to your stomach all day, Selena. Girl, Mr. Steph went and got me some ginger chews because I can only stomach so much liquid medicine. The nausea has subsided for the most part, but I still have this residual. So Kathy went out through Flint Hills around Pillsbury Crossing this afternoon. She's trying to get it all uploaded. Y'all, I definitely didn't see the whole thing, but that's just because I needed to get over here. Check her out if you want to see our neck of the woods more, because I'm she has this quality that, yeah, I don't have time for, right? All right. Selena's hungry, Mr. Stephanie. She's on her way. Hey, Ella. Y'all, that's safe here first. I think she's mainly selling on her channel right now. I don't get to stop by as often as I'd like right now, which is going to be true for a lot of folks. Just because I've got to take things in a different direction because, yeah. Welcome in, Ella. Bright as L, welcome in. It's me, Angie, y'all. If you don't know who it's me, Angie is, she does do a lot of content on her own channel. She doesn't sell, but she does do giveaways. Occasionally, and then once in a while she'll do giveaways on other people's channels. So I think the last one I caught, I think it was more than one Angie. I think it was an Angie show or something. There's like 3 or 4 of them named Angie or a variant of Angie. So check her out. She's a Southerner, and I mean that in all due respect. So you can expect hospitality with her. With that, anyone knows a Southerner, you just know you don't cross lines, right? Otherwise, you might get what my granny used to do. Oh, she used to grab the rolling pin. That's what she used to do. Thankfully, she didn't have to grab it much. And then there's Robin By, who is deemed Mr. Stephanie as Mac Daddy. Y'all are amazing. Maritza, welcome in. Alrighty. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I'm writing everybody's numbers down. Let me go back up and make sure I didn't miss anyone. I've got Kathy's, so we'll go up to Kathy's number and then we'll go down. Sorry, y'all. I do get stuck in chat sometimes. Well, maybe a lot, but trying to find the balance. All right, hey. How do you pronounce? Is it Urena? I've got the door open so I can holler, and he can holler back here.
Yeah, it's Urena.
Thank you. I figured if not, I just chopped it up. So Urena's number is 45. And Maritz's is 48. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. This whole modding for myself, I'm a rookie. And kudos to Mr. Stapp and anyone who mods, because, yeah, it's work. Jody! Whoop. Y'all, no matter what channel you got going, your niche, whatever, Jody Genealogy, she's also, her main channel is Marketplace Boutique. Y'all, she's the one you want to connect with for reals if you're looking to grow your channel. She has a lot of great content on both of her channels. Jody Genealogy is just that. It's more of your historical and genealogy. She does a lot of reading, like World War II letters. And I love, she's a great storyteller, right? So, if you know a great storyteller, yeah, she's your girl. Let's see. And she doesn't sell, I don't think, on the tube, or she hasn't since I've known her. But she does have a eBay store. There is Sue B. Welcome in. Y'all, if I'm skipping anyone, just Screaming Mr. Steph will let me know, I'm sure. So Soupy is at 66. It's Me Angie is at 17. Well, of course there's too many people at Pillsbury. School's getting ready. When I say school, y'all, I'm not talking kids school, children's school, young adult school. I mean K-State. It always gets busy, and we kind of stay away from it around and just after the holidays because that seems to be the most congested time. Kind of like it towards the end of the season. And what's the end of the season out there at Pillsbury is when the rain stops coming, when the water stops flowing. So, hey, Scooter Renee, LLC, just jumping in real quick. She's probably listening to us on her way home from work, y'all. And if y'all aren't connected to Scooter Renee, LLC, I'm telling you, you should be. Not only is she my friend, and we'll say / mentor, because I mean she could give me anything, right? Now I just got to email her and ask her what her price is for mentorship. Y'all go check out her hashtag video from this morning. It's got a lot of content in there for that too. Robin's at 21. And if y'all just came in, if you weren't here like right as I started, just gonna remind you, we got some housekeeping we gotta do. And it starts with me. So if you're new to me, hey Myra, that's Buying Space, y'all. If you don't know who Myra Elaine is, she is Buying Space from here on YouTube. I didn't catch her live, but I seen it after. Yeah, she did send me the link for this evening. We good. So here's the deal. I'm one of a few channels that will build a box with someone once we have an established ping, right? And I know life happens to all of us. I mean, life has kept dealing over the last 9 weeks to Mr. Steph and I, and we have to overcome. Not complaining, just explaining. I need to find a sticker, and I know about where it is. I've said it a couple times, but I think we need to just. So the sticker says people over profits. People over profits, and I stand by that. I would rather come hang out on YouTube and maintain a friendship than not to have someone in my chat because they've overspent. I've done it too, y'all. More than once. Recently, the end of last month. I chose to do a lot of retail therapy, right? Not realizing that my best friend who we buried 4 years ago would have her oldest child take his own life just over a week ago. We still don't understand it fully. But that happened a week ago Saturday. The Monday before, Mr. Stephanie and I had a child who could have been. Sorry, y'all. I've tried to think about how to bring all this up because so many of us are dealing with struggles we don't bring to the tube, or if we do, we don't, disclose a whole lot other than, hey, we need prayers and etc. The Saturday before my best friend's son took his own life, yes, he was an adult, but that's not the point. I didn't have a cell that Monday, and I didn't have a cell that Monday because I was sitting in a facility with my own child. I had to go back to that facility that weekend and tell my child that, when I say best friends, some of them are virtual, but some of them are their family, And so, yeah, I get up today and I try to overcome everything I had to overcome. Apparently, one of them was my thermal printer. So if you have a package and it shows that it printed, but it hasn't scanned, it hasn't printed, it hasn't scanned because I haven't been able to print it. I tried for over 4 hours to resolve it. Maybe it's just because I've had a rough couple days. How do we not bring up family with families? What really matters, y'all? And I value each and every one of you. And I try to keep business and personal, right? I try just to have enough blended that we're authentic, but that we're not laying the pressure on any of y'all, because a lot of y'all are carrying the same struggles or similar struggles. So here's the way we're going to do our monthly boxes. Now, I've already reached out to everyone in good standing and made sure they understood I had to do some housekeeping, so I wouldn't be discussing about them. It matters nothing to whether people have overspent and so they're trying to come up with the money to pay their invoices or what. What I can tell you is I've got to stop being an option of, well, Steph will hold it for another 2 weeks or another month. I can't afford to do it. So anyone that has an outstanding invoice that's overdue, you have the ability between now and when you're able to pay any amount that you can. Why? Because I could open those boxes right now and I could sell it, but it isn't going to be an immediate payment, right? So it does no good. I'm frustrated. I'm not pissed. That'll come if people, just don't follow through. Last week I had to cancel an invoice, and it was someone new. Over the last several weeks, so since everything's been going on behind the scenes, new people are billed with everybody else. That's what I've been doing because it's less stress for me. And that's backfired on me more than it hasn't. So, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but all this is rolling, snowballing at the same time, y'all. So I'm not looking for pity because I've helped facilitate this to go off track. So hopefully that makes sense. Anyone for next month? So this is what I'm going to ask everyone to do. Because I'm not going to sit there and call anyone out. It's not who I am. Thankfully, most everyone's reached out to me. It's just not an instant fix. I'm trying to maintain this. So this month's build a boxes, and that's for anyone for 30 days, because I do have a handful. I do 30-day out. You're gonna have to the 7th of the following month. So May's build a boxes, unless we have some other arrangement, it's due on the 7th of June. I can't have product that's packaged ready to ship out and no payment for 6 or 8 weeks. I just can't do it anymore. It's affecting everything. So, as long as you're cool with that it's going to be due on the 7th. I'm trying to get everything organized where I have invoices drafted way in advance, but we're still working on it. If you're not able to pay by the 7th of next month, I need you to stop bidding. Because the worst thing other than having unsold items is having items that I'm holding for someone who isn't going to be able to pay. I value our friendship more than that. I'd rather y'all come in to chat and let's have fun and kick up and everything else. And we have to find another place to sell this stuff than to have people avoiding me because they've overspent. And that's not necessarily everyone's situation. You know, I couldn't imagine 2 weeks ago that I was going to have to walk with my child. My child voluntarily committed. That less than a week later, my best friend, who on her deathbed, I told her I'd watch out for her kids, would take his own life. And that we would be doing what we're doing. So I hope y'all can understand all that. I have people I have not invoiced. You know who you are. I'm not worried about you. Over the last 2 weeks, I've had 1 or 2 people, actually we'll say a handful, okay, that only got 1 or 2 items. They had other stuff that they wanted to buy, but I didn't have time to sell, right? Those people are either active in this chat or so. Not worried about y'all, but anyone with outstanding, come the 7th of next month, if you're not in good standing, we're just gonna cancel what's left of the builder boxes. Those in good standing, you absolutely know this has nothing to do with y'all. You know, I need sometimes for people to build a box for me for a number of reasons. Sometimes it's easier to budget that way. But this isn't a hobby for me. This is my business. And it's supposed to supplement everything that we do behind the scenes, including our outreach. And I haven't been able to put any funds in my outreach for 30 days. So sorry we had to have this discussion. But it needed to be said. And I take responsibility because I shouldn't have allowed it to veer off like this. Past that, are y'all ready for a sale? If you got any questions, email me. I'm really trying to stay on top of my emails, y'all. Anyone that should have had a package go out today, hopefully it'll go out tomorrow. If not, if I can't get the printer to work this evening, I do have someone I can borrow a printer from. So one way or another, we'll get those labels printed tomorrow. Let me go up and chat for just a second, y'all. Just because yeah, and that's what I thought, Lucy. Because I've got to figure out something that works that you know, sometimes I've had it happen before where both like when me and Mr. Steph during the wintertime was sick, um, we kept selling and we put everything together, but we weren't paying attention to, hey, this person's got a sealed box already. So, we had 1 month where a couple of our builder boxes had to pay throughout the month because they ended up with 2 boxes. And, but I knew that going in that likely would happen. This time, just with everything snowballing, I needed people to pay their invoices pretty much on time. I'm not even mad. I'm more mad at myself than anything because, and I'll probably go back and read chat later, y'all. Yeah, Scooter's like, that's what she's done before. Every week and send it regardless if you buy anything that week or not. Yeah, I think that's the way I need to do it because I do have a couple that they only come in once in a while because their lives are crazy, right? And I mean crazy in a good way. They do so much here on the tube and elsewhere. And I mean, when they say they get this, right? For one, this is going to cost more just to ship versus if they have a little bit going. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And that way it helps. It'll actually cheapen up some of my time. It'll save me time. Hey, Amy, welcome in. Amy, y'all, if you don't know who Amy is, I'm getting to know her too, to be honest. I know a lot of her in chat because I'm familiar with her that way, but she's on the big screen with Dawn's channel. Oh, here I go. I think it's Monday nights. Let me check real quick. She sells with Dawn's channel. I think it's Monday night that they collab together. I'll tell you something. I have a lot of glass envy, and yes, I've got plenty of glass, but oh my goodness, I sit on my hands every time. And a lot of it right now is just because I'm trying to balance everything behind the scenes. Shoot. Okay. I think it's Mondays. And then we're going to get started, y'all. Let me make sure volume's down because I actually got to open it up. Yeah, it's Mondays. And they had a lot of good stuff this Monday, and I'm like, darn it. But hey, there's other ways to support each other. The thumbs up, watch hours, coming into live chats, and just breathing that positivity in, right? So before we get, I will, Lucy. I appreciate y'all. Life really does happen, and I get that. And sometimes we get caught up in an auction, and we don't realize maybe we went over our budget. It's just all accumulating, and I just got to get everything out there. I don't like starting the next week with, this next week I'll be starting possibly with about $200 still out. We'll see, Everybody that's got outstanding, unless they just flat out ghosted me, I just put where they can make a payment. And I'll definitely add that to my invoices. Because, yeah, we got to get back on track. Y'all are amazing. All right, I'm gonna play this. Some of y'all might have already seen it. I released it on Mother's Day, but I want to hear it during the live, so we're gonna play it.
You came after storms had passed, a light that broke the at last. Tiny hands, a brand new start. You lit a flame inside my heart. Each tear we cried painted skies so wide. You gave our shattered hope a place to hide. Rainbow baby, with a firecracker spirit, you shine so bright, the whole world can hear it. Crackling laughter, sparks in your eyes. You turned our morning into glowing skies. Oh, rainbow baby, fierce and true, we prayed for you. Ooh, and here came you. Dimples deep with a rainbow smile, eyes bright blue that danced a while. But when they shift to steel gray hues, we see the storm that carried you. We aimed for 24 weeks, hearts on hold. Each tiny flutter felt brave and bold. Then 32 weeks you came, 3:12 p.m. we called your name. 3 pounds 12, so small, so new, but every inch was mighty too. Whoa, we held on tight through silent alarms, wires and warmers wrapped in arms. Being a 32-weeker, you had mountains to climb. We learned grace one obstacle at a time. You came wrapped in color, heart open wide, with thunder in your soul and angels at your side. Rainbow baby, with a firecracker spirit, light in our lives every time we're near it. Blazing with giggles, wild in your flight. You're the sunrise after the darkest night. Oh, rainbow baby, one of a kind, we prayed for you. Ooh, and you were ours. Ooh. 18 years came far too soon. A lifetime passed by like a fleeting tune. A new season, a new chapter. See you later, new hopes, new dreams. Now fly high, firecracker, light the sky. Yes, rainbow baby, with the firecracker spirit, wild and true. Our world was a better place the moment we met you.
There that was. There was a lot of emotion in that to get it to turn out right. But I think the point is there, right? My angel, my rainbow baby. Hey, welcome back, Selena. My rainbow baby was born at 32 weeks, and she had a host of issues. And some of them are, life-sustaining. But she's got a good support system. There's a lot behind the scenes that we just can't talk about on a public platform, but she's safe and she's loved and she's cared for. But she tried to put the cart before the horse, literally. So, it's working around that and letting go at the same time. Done it with each of my kids as they progress. Usually it's to the military. And I'll tell you what, I'd rather that any day, because at least I know what to expect. All right, y'all, let's get started. We're going to start with some books. So these already have their numbers on the back. It's going to say $3, but it's $2 Tuesday, which means everything is $2 or starts at $2 or less, right? So these are going to be $2. You missed the housekeeping, and you might have missed the song, but we'll play it here at the end again. So your number is going to be number 12, and it's going to be $2, not $3, as long as it's sold today. And it's Joyce Meyer. Okay, so it is How to Talk with God. I will tell you, in different aspects of my life, I've listened to her, not recently. This one does have some inscribings in it and all that, so that's important to note. And it's cool to get someone else's perspective, right? So I decided, you know what, we're just going to do it. But it starts out with this inscription: turn your worries into prayer. Now, if you've been with me a minute, you know I'm not overly religious in man-made stuff, but I do believe it can be a tool for anyone. So that one's number 12 for $2, and it's how to talk with God. I was going to say walk with God, but that's important too. You know, my God and your God's probably the same, but we also know our gods or our faith by other names as well. I'm looking to see if there's printed numbered pages. Yeah, so there's 146 printed pages. I mean, I'd say the spine hasn't been broke, but it's written in. It's very clear that someone enjoyed this and then passed it on. So that one is number 12. Number 1 is God's on the Phone, Stories of Grace in Action. And this one's number 1 for $2. And on the back it says, by the grace of God and the work of the Holy Spirit, a wrong number led to change of heart. A man needed to make the right decision, and God was ready and willing to help him. Perhaps his mother or some friend had been praying for him. Perhaps even he had asked for God's help. I was available, and God worked through me. Wrong number indeed. So there's other things on there, but that's the one I just read. So this one has the numbers are on the bottom, so give me just a second. I didn't realize that until I started flipping. So there's 152. 152. And this one, and definitely like right there in the center, you can tell that the spine was broke. So someone looked at this a time or two. Again, number 1, and it's going to be $2. Now this one might be funny. I haven't decided to read it or all, right? Which is why I'm bringing it to the tube. It's number 2 for $2. And it says, never too late, a 90-year-old's pursuit of a whirlwind life. It is Roy Rowan is the author, and he is the author of Chasing the Dragon. And on the back it says, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you was? Really? That's cool. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you was? Number 2, $2. Let's see. I'll give you 228 pages. All right. Number 7 is also $2, and it's authors of the multi-million copy New York Times bestseller 90 Minutes in Heaven. I do have that. It's either in this deck or another. People I met at the gates of heaven. Who's going to be there because of you? And Don Piper and Cecil Murphy is the ones who wrote this. This one's number 7 for $2. It says on the back, the anticipated sequel of 90 Minutes in Heaven. So equal 90 minutes in heaven. I do have some personal books of my own, but I just don't have time to read them all. So let's see. It was originally $25. There is 223 numbered pages, and then behind that talks about the authors. That one is number 7. Oh, I couldn't be 12, Selena. I'd either have to be, I'll tell you, if I had to revisit any season, but then I didn't have to, like, go back through everything else, it would be up until the summer, right before I turned 4. From the age of 4 on, life was a lot different. So maybe one day I'll write a book about it. So that one is $2. Number 7. Let's see. 226 pages. 226 pages. Okay. This one's a Fox News book. It's Miraculous Stories of the Healing Power of Prayer. Faith Still Moves Mountains. And it's number 8 for $2. Most of these books are brand new that I'm showing right now. And there is, let's see, with the index, there is 275 printed or numbered pages. And then it gives a little short tale on the author. On the back, it says purpose, preservation, healing, rescue, restoration, and purpose. That's what this says around here. So that is number 8. And again, ignore the price on there because it's $2 Tuesday, so it's $2 today. Number 9 is also $2. And I've seen the movie. I've never read the book, and I have a couple of these running around. This is a hard copy. It does have a book cover, but it is a hard copy. And it's Heaven's for Real. A little boy's astonishing story of his trip to heaven and back. And this book, I don't know if I can get it to stand. It probably won't. But the spine isn't broke on it, so it's brand new. Again, number 9. And it's got 171 printed numbered pages. I sourced these in Manhattan. Recently, so let's see. Let me get to the numbered pages. There's 228 in this book of numbered pages, so it is number 10, and it's Debbie McCummer. I just chewed that one up, and it's Angels at the Table. This little thing says there's gift tags in here, right? No doubt someone purchased this, but they didn't use it. Because there's your there's your tags right there. So there's only what? It looks like, let me see if there's any more on the back. There isn't. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 labels. And then, of course, you got the book. Number 10, $2. Hey, Joanne, welcome in. Y'all are amazing. All right, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. Holy Moments, a handbook for the rest of your life by Matthew Kelly. This one's number 11 and it is $2. $2. Now, this one has, I don't know if I can get it to show that way. I can kind of see it, but I don't see it as much as if I did it this way. All right, so right there, that fold right there, this has been creased over before, not recently, but still it's there. 115 numbered pages. And let's see, it says, join others, become part of a grassroots movement that is changing lives and transforming the world one holy moment at a time. So there is that one. Hey, Shirley, welcome in. And then here is Chicken Soup for the Soul, Angels Among Us. Now, y'all, this one, I don't think just sat on someone's shelf. I mean, it's still in really good condition, but it's been handled a little bit. So it is number 13 for $2. I used to read a lot of these books. Let's see, there is 360. Let me make sure I didn't skip a page. Yeah, there's 367 numbered pages. And it says, these true personal stories will amaze and inspire and comfort you. You only have to look to find the angels among us. I usually don't use that terminology. Usually I tell you you're once in a lifetime people. But yeah, definitely I've had my share of angels among us. And some of y'all are that for me. This one is 90 Minutes in Heaven. And it's number 14 for $2. 14 for 2. Number 14 for 2. Okay. And let's see. There's 205 numbered pages. See you later, Jessica. Thanks for stopping in, hon. Alrighty. That is that stack of books. I wanted to re-show them because, you know. Alrighty. I got more books, but we're going to move on to some clothing. But first, if you haven't dropped a number between 1 and 125 and you would like to participate in today's giveaways, I've got 2. No, that's not the number. I recycled a paper. So I've got 2. We're going to do channel stickers. And then, yeah, we're going to show some clothes and then we'll go back to some books, y'all. And then here, I believe it's at 7:30. I'm going to be over on. See you later, Lucy. Enjoy your time with your hubby. All right, we got Selena. Yeah. Selena is at 12. And that is a good number. Now, if you're not familiar with my giveaways, if no one comes in on my number, we go to the number above that. If there's no number above my number, then and only then do we go to the number below my number. So hopefully that makes sense. And I'm just going to assume everyone's put a number in that wants to participate. Otherwise, you can do the next one, but today's number is number 7. Number 7. Okay, let's see. Okay, no one came in on 7, so we're going to move up to the next number, which is Selena. Selena's in at 12. Selena's in at 12. So, Selena, you're getting a channel sticker, girl. Congrats, Selena. I appreciate you. Let's see, we'll stick it there for now. So I keep them generally in one area, so, or I attempt to. So, channel sticker. I gotta get up for a minute. That's that too long. And I've got to grab some clothing, y'all. So, give me just a second. If you're here for clothing, tell me the sizes you're looking for. Otherwise, I'm going to start with smaller clothing and we'll see where we get. Put that over here. Alrighty, let's see. So the numbers today start with S1, so that's going to be different than the book numbers because the book numbers are just numbered. So this one is actually, I think this is probably a preteen or a teen, right? It's going to be S1. It says it's a 2X, but I'm telling you, it's got to be a kid size. I can do a pit to pit if someone wants me to. I can tell you if you're a small junior size, you could probably fit that, but I'm thinking it's preteen. So S1, Harry Potter, 2X, but again, kids 2X, not adult 2X. So let's see, right there. And this is $2. And it's, I would say it's a dress, but you're going to want to have leggings for it. Alrighty, let's see, I need to have a container that way. Let's see, I'll stick them there. Okay. My numbers are not going to make sense because I wrote them on a label, so it's going to kind of jump. I'm just going with each strip. So S3. Of course, there isn't a tag in this one. These are going to be small to medium. They're leggings, but they're like your winter thick leggings. I am going to have to measure this. I do know that they fit small for juniors. I mean, I could probably, because they're stretchy enough, I could probably squeeze in them, but they wouldn't be the same. I just got to figure out what I did with the two guys, vintage and resale tape. Thought I'd put it back in the disc. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. Usually I make sure I have it before I go live, but I didn't today, so I apologize. I wasn't quite ready. Who in the world? Let's see. I don't know where it is. I do not see it. Let me holler at Mr. Steph. Make sure he didn't move it. Hey, Mr. Steph. Yo! You're good.
I gotta remember there's a lag, so unless you haul it down the hall.
Right.
Huh.
Do you know what I did with the two guys vintage and resale?
It was either on the desk or in your drawer.
Yeah, I don't see it in the desk.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're good. You're
Anderson's right coming around the corner.
yeah, I got it turned.
Oh, you trying to look for it? Because I'm just working on dishes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it isn't kind of behind the laptop.
There's where your magnet is.
Oh, hey, got the magnet.
There's another pair of scissors. That would have just saved me $2.50.
I mean, I would have.
You know,
Yeah, no.
not even upset.
No, I'm just kind of frustrated with myself. Alright, well, if there's any interest in those, great. Y'all, I can't measure them right now because yeah, so this is S3. I'm sorry there isn't a tag in it, but those are a size small. Medium folks can fit in them. These are your thicker ones, so definitely a good winter item to have if your weather's freezing.
I didn't find it.
Okay.
And I even looked to see if I could find one of the others and didn't find it. So.
No, you're good. We're just gonna roll. Alright, so this one is definitely well loved. Well loved. It's a hoodie. It's tie-dye pink. It says leave me alone and it's size small. So S5. It is Rue 21, size small. And let's see. I don't know. No, I'm gonna pull that one. It's got some staining on the back that I did not see. So let's see. I don't see a tag for that one, so we're just gonna move on from that one as well. Anything that I either gotta measure or, we're just gonna pass on for today, y'all. Here's another hoodie, but it is a zip-up hoodie. Let's see. I do not see a size on it. I mean, there's a tag, but I can't. Let me see if I can. I can read it. No, I can't read it, so we won't show that one either. Sorry, y'all. I'm obviously not as prepared as I should be. What size are those? Alright, these are size large. I'm not sure. These are some interesting. They're Nike Pro Combat Dry Fit. don't remember getting, so go figure. So this is going to be, that'll be S5, S5, and they are Nike Pro Combat size large. So they are, I'm trying to think of the type of green. Instead of yellow, they're green. I know they might be coming out yellow, but they're actually green. And they don't show any signs of wear in the important area in a way. So those are S5. S7. What did I do with it? Probably already dropped it. Alright. No. I'm just going to grab a new one. So it'll be S2. S2 is a no boundaries size medium. So this is like it's a pink, but it's not a bright pink. So yeah, size medium, which is 7 to 9. It's made in Vietnam. $2 for this. And here is your sticker. So that's $2. Let's see. Alright, this says it's an XXL. XXL. This is a woman's size.
S5.
S5. Okay, let me pull it.
I went ahead and put it in chat for sold, but
You're fine. I got it.
okay.
Thank you, Selena. Let me write it on the tag. Okay. Now what do I do with this notebook? Because I just buried some stuff. Oh, it's up here. Alrighty. I'm back. Alrighty. As for, I need to see if I can grab a hanger. So it'd be better. So S4 is XXL. It's Belle du Bar. I don't know. I'll show y'all it is gray. It does have this little tassel. Oh, wait. No. You can actually tighten the bottom of this. So, let me see. Well, it's in a knot right now, but it's not in a bad knot. So, I can get that out later. That's 4. And here's your tag. Very lightweight. And it does have a stretch to it. This part, you'd be able to, it goes all the way around so you can tighten the bottom. So it's cool for anyone that has issues with clothing, sliding up or anything. All right, thank you. Thank you, Selena. Ready, snap the stickers off of this. Okay. Tell you what, y'all make it look easy when you do things on your own. Just saying. I definitely get more appreciative of like Mr. Steph. Let's see. This is an XXL. Factory certified, made in the US. 60% or more US parts is what it says. So XXL. This is S6. This actually came out on my own. So S6, which is also $2. And it's Land of the Free. Wait, let me read it. Reading it. Land of the Brave. Land of the Brave. And this, let's see, right here. Made in USA, and the XXL small, but it's somewhere right in there. Okay. Give it just a second, Selena, and let me number this one. When are you billing? Just wondering. I could bill you tonight if you want me to. So typically I bill Thursday and the Friday. I'm aiming to bill if you're bi-weekly or weekly with me. But Selena, I could bill you whenever, hun. If you want to do a box for a couple weeks or whatever, it don't matter to me. But Thursday and the Friday is this week's. So all invoices that roll out, including the ones I've had for a week or 2 weeks, just because life's been crazy in the last 2 weeks, right? So as long as everyone's got enough billable where it makes sense to add shipping to it, they're going to be billed this week. So yeah, I can do Friday. I could definitely do Friday. Not an issue at all. Let's see, this week. Sorry, y'all, I need to get a drink. This week we've got, tomorrow morning, Mr. Steph and I are getting up and making a quick run, which is still 2.5 hours down the interstate. So our round trip's 5 hours, and that's not the time it's going to take that we're there for. So it's going to be interesting. And then Saturday, I have a trip back to South Central. I was going to say Florida. Yeah, I'm going to Florida Saturday, y'all. Jeez, that would be fun actually right now. Saturday is the memorial services. So yeah, and that's the thing, if you want to, and that's me, and that's why it's like, I think it was last week, I was like, hey, just let me know what I have in billable and don't add shipping to it right away, because geez, Lord knows, yeah, y'all get a lot of great stuff and great prices, and yeah, sometimes I'm not able to stay during the live, so yeah. You know, we can chat about it. We'll definitely talk in the back room about it later, I'm sure. All right, this is size medium. It is a dress. It's from Takara, made in China, and it's S8. S8. This is a dress. I need to just stand up for a hot minute. I need to move the chair so it's not just right away where I can sit my behind down. Figure out what I did with the hanger. So this is a size medium. It is stretch. So it is navy blue. Look at the sleeves. Here, let me see if I can look at the sleeves on that. $2 size medium. And that is S8. It's just really, I would definitely say it would fit like the way it is without any stretch. I'd say it's upwards of maybe a size larger even. But it does have a good stretch in it. So, alrighty. Let's see. Remember, my numbers are all cray because I put them on a label and then I cut them. So, go figure. Alright, so size small, Hester and Orchard. This is plaid. Flannel. That's what I was looking for. Flannel. So this is pink. It's got your pink with some browns and some white. Size small. Now this one's been well loved as well, but definitely has a lot of life in it. Let's see. S9, sorry. S9. And you know what? It's missing. I think it's missing a couple buttons. Give me a second. Let's see. No. Okay, it's just the way it's made. So this one doesn't button all the way to the top, to the collar. So I'm putting the top button in. Now these are mother of pearl buttons. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the buttons. So it buttons right here. So if you don't like to feel claustrophobic, this is a good flannel. And that is S9. S9. Now this one I sourced here on the tube. Here's the thing. I've lost enough weight. See if I can get it to. Okay. Now I gotta figure out what to do with the hanger third. This is an XXL. So the top is black. It is a dress. I thought it came with, but I'll have to double check it. I think there's a belt that goes with it. If not, it definitely has where you can put one in it. So it is size XXL, and your number is going to be S11. Let's see, S11. And here is the bottom. Alrighty. Alright, that is clothing. I got through a stack of it, y'all, so we're going to move back to books for a few. Let's go ahead and do the next drawing. Yeah. So if you just came in and you haven't dropped a number between 1 and 125 and you want to participate, go ahead and do so now. We're going to give the next channel sticker away. And then before I move back to books, I do have a cornbread wall placard. It's old-fashioned cornbread mix signed by Wyatt. We're going to show that for $2. Hey, Katie, it's good to see you. Good to see you. We're managing. I managed to. Sunday night, we got home, and before I went to bed, I realized I was hungry. So I reheated some eggs. Never again. Never again. Those eggs were not temperature abused, but obviously something happened with it because I ended up with food poisoning. And so yesterday was really rough for me. And today, I can't run a marathon, but I'm here. So, drop a number between 1 and 125, Katie. We're going to give a channel sticker away. I still owe you one. Mr. Steph, sorry, y'all. Let me mute so I can holler down the way. You're wanting the sign right, Selena? If so, it's going to be S13. Oh, here it comes. Give me a minute.
I might have, because I'm really not paying close of attention. I'm trying to cook.
Mr. Steph, I think you're liking. You need to refresh your. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
All right, Selena. You know what, Selena? When I sourced this, I actually thought of you. Because there's certain things you just know, right? Yeah, Mr. Steph. Yeah, he's trying to pull double duty, which is why I have his notebook back here. He had. Oh shoot! I guess it'd help. I wrote the description down, but I didn't put who we sold it to. So, yeah. I'd have figured it out. I'd come back and watched it, and then I've been like, ugh. So S13. And then we're going to draw for the number cornbread sign. $2. Selena. Alrighty. Move that over. And then Kitty dropped her number, which I think was 101. Yeah, sometimes you just know. And sometimes we can get it at such a price that it's like, dude, why not? All right, good. I'm just going to put Katie down because I know who. All right, so these are people get down. Now I gotta. Oh, here it is. So, if you remember, if someone comes in and write down my number, they win. But if not, I only say that because someone has. If not, we go with the number above. So ignore that number because I just reuse this paper. So the number is actually 101. So Katie, you're going to have to, like, email me your mailing address. Yes, I know you're across the pond. Yes, I know the beautiful views. I need to go back and watch some of those. Y'all, if you need some tranquility, for real, so those unfamiliar with Greenland quilter Katie, uh, she was raised here in the U.S., but love took her to Greenland, and she's a quilter. Yeah, and she does more than just quilting, though, y'all. I'm trying to think of a way to describe her better, but go check her out. And more importantly, drop down to her playlist, and she's got a section for stuff over in her area, including oh, I was gonna call them icebreakers, but no, that's what you need to break them. Come on, the Titanic was sunk by one. Um, yeah, can't think. Iceberg. Alrighty. Katie is our channel sticker winner. That's cool. So 7. Oh, the number 7. The significance of that number to me is Firecracker was my 7th pregnancy. So there were three between our youngest in combat, Boots, and Firecracker. So, sometimes we don't know until, we do. And I'm not unique. Baby loss is actually a big deal. Let's get back down into chat. If I moved to Greenland, I would quilt too, so I can stay warm. You what, dude? I would break out crocheting again for sure. Give me a second, Katie. So, obviously, I've got to jump over to another screen, so give me just a second. Oh, yeah, it's because I'm online. I'm used to, when we're on the TV, being able to view my channel. So, Katie, I'm giving you a wrench. Y'all, if you're fairly new to me, I do not give wrenches out very often. It's to keep things balanced. I know some channels will sit there and give them out pretty immediate. I don't. But anyone with a wrench has the capability of dropping links. So, Katie, when you comment again, you'll be blue and you could drop your link, honey. Shoot, 60 degrees would be cold for me right now. I want to think I'm acclimating to the hotter weather. Yes, Katie is from Florida. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, come on. It's so different on devices versus laptop. Alright, there's live chat again. What's up?
What were you trying to figure out?
Oh, I bumped myself out, so.
Oh, okay.
And then Can you drop the link for scooters for this evening?
Yeah, I can do that when I go back out there. Yeah, I was sorry, I was on the phone with one of our kids, so.
Do I need to mute?
No, I'll tell you when we get off.
Okay.
No one's hurt. Vehicle isn't undrivable.
Whoa.
Just
Whoa. Give me a minute. All right, give me a minute. I don't know if we were muted, so they may have just heard everything.
Well,
If they did, you did. But I gotta call my kid really quick, y'all. So
I wasn't going to tell you.
I know you weren't gonna tell me until I was off, but that look just told me that you was holding back something. Yep, go ahead and head back out there. Y'all give me just a second. I gotta call my kid. All right, y'all. So I'm not sure if I was muted, so I don't know if y'all heard Mr. Steph tell me. But first and foremost, the kids are okay, but they were T-boned. So I called them to tell them they need to be checked out by EMS, period, end of story. You're talking about kids in the military or are out, they are okay. So I need everybody to hear that, including my lurkers that come back and watch. They're okay. But I'm going to go ahead and end y'all because I'm going to run into Manhattan, check on my kids. But it sounds like, there was an angel in between. So when I say they were T-boned, they were T-boned, but the metal didn't go all the way through, right? So they're okay. Mama's more upset than anything, but, talk about blessings in disguise. I will be back. I'll be on Selena and Scooter Renee's. So Scooter Renee's. I have enough time to, thankfully I'm pretty prepared for that show. So we'll just roll over there when I get back, y'all. Thank you for being here. Sorry I'm cutting it short, but I got to go put eyes and hands on my kids. I'll slide over to have a look at. Y'all are amazing. And see, that's what makes. I don't know where the sticker is. Oh, there it is. People over profits, right? I mean, we come to YouTube for the community. And so our relationships are just that. I value them over any misunderstanding. And so anyone coming in, go back to the beginning, probably first somewhere into 20 minutes in. It discusses how we're going to make just a few changes as far as, how we do some business. That way we're all on the same page. Life happens like right now, and we just got to roll with it. So y'all have a good evening. We will be over at Scooter Renee LLC's. Believe it's at 7:30, right, Selena? You know what I'm gonna do? I don't. Huh? I can barely hear him. Remember, I'm partially deaf. I can't hear all of this here at all. So, look. I'm just decompressing a minute because when I get my vehicle, I'm going. And I don't want to put hammer to the metal because, they're okay, and that's what's important. All right, go to active chat. So, Selena. You got a wrench now, girl. When you comment, you can drop anything. And, I mean, eventually, most people probably have wrenches, y'all. It just takes time because, we still getting to know each other. So, Selena, if you want to drop tonight's link, I know Mr. Steph did earlier. I'm going to play the song that I did for Firecracker, and then that's going to be the outro tonight, y'all. So otherwise, hopefully I will see some of y'all over there at Scooters this evening. And if not, we will be back here tomorrow. It is on our channel tomorrow. I believe it's at 4 p.m. I don't have a link for tomorrow's yet. I've been working on that thumbnail. Anyways, here y'all go. Thank you for being here. Quick question. What's up? What's up, Katie? Before you leave, I challenge my husband to sewing, and we are doing it on Thursday. If you have time to drop. I've got to do that one. Tell me what time you got. Have you decided on the time? If do you have a link for it yet? I know sometimes you do and sometimes it's, but for sure, I will at least make a note of it in the notebook.
Starts at 4:30.
4:30
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yep.
4:30 Eastern.
And she's going to drop the link real quick.
Awesome. Nico. Sorry, excuse me. I believe her husband's name's Nico. I'm terrible with names, y'all.
So am I until I'm around someone a lot.
Nico Sewing Challenge. That's going to be fun. I can't spell right now, but hey, that's what we got going on. So, Katie, 4:30, and y'all, I will, remind me because I'm putting it in this to share it out on our community.
Yep.
Page. Share out community. So, thank you. Yeah, that's going to be fun. That is going to be fun.
Now I'm going to go into the live link and set my bell.
Yes, for sure. Let me see. I should be able to do it too, right? Oh, yeah. Make sure you hit the thumbs up while you're there. Y'all, anyone that has a future schedule, so even if it's tonight or tomorrow, you can hit the thumbs up and it does still count. Just saying. And let me make sure my bells are on for her. Oh, it was on personalized. Now I get all of them. So, alrighty. That's going to be so much fun. Yes, hit the thumbs up if y'all remember to. I don't always remember to. So, appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the prayers. Like I said, the kids say they're okay. I think they'll probably be sore tomorrow, but this mama is a military mama, and when I tell people, I will follow through. That's my intent. So if it was worse, I'd be making phone calls that I don't particularly want to, but we're not there. So I will encourage them to make those calls.
We're going to run into a time issue if you don't get off.
I am.
You came after storms had passed, a light that broke the dark at last. Tiny hands, a brand new start. You lit a flame inside my heart. Each tear we cried painted skies so wide. You gave our shattered hope a place to hide. Rainbow baby, with a firecracker spirit, you shine so bright, the whole world can hear it. Crackling laughter, sparks in your eyes, you turned our morning into glowing skies. Oh, rainbow baby, fierce and true, we prayed for you. And here came you. Dimples deep with a rainbow smile, eyes bright blue that danced a while. But when they shift to steel gray hues, we see the storm that carried you. We aimed for 24 weeks, hearts on hold. Each tiny flutter felt brave and bold. Then 32 weeks you came, 3:12 p.m. we called your name. 3 pounds 12, so small, so new, but every inch was mighty too. Whoa, we held on tight through silent alarms, wires and warmers wrapped in arms. Being a 32-weeker, you had mountains to climb. We learned grace one obstacle at a time. You came wrapped in color, heart open wide, with thunder in your soul and angels at your side. Rainbow baby, with a firecracker spirit, light in our lives every time we're near it. Blazing with giggles, wild in your flight. You're the sunrise after the darkest night. Oh, rainbow baby, one of a kind. We prayed for you, and you were ours. 18 years came far too soon. A lifetime passed by like a fleeting tune. A new season, a new chapter. See you later, new hopes, new dreams. Now fly high, firecracker, light the sky. Yes, rainbow baby,